Hello, and thank you for viewing my video update on the unprecedented budget deficit our state is facing. I want to take this opportunity to share with you the latest information about the steps my colleagues and I are taking to solve the problem quickly. First, a bit of background. When I was sworn into office in December, I immediately began working on what was at the time estimated to be a $42 billion state budget deficit. That deficit was caused by several factors. Property tax revenues had plunged because of the housing market collapse. Income tax revenues disappeared because of job losses due to the national and worldwide recessions. Capital gains revenues decreased because of stock market losses. We solved the $42 billion deficit in February in a bipartisan way with a combination of cuts and revenues. But we are now faced with an estimated $20 billion state budget deficit because revenues have continued to decline. The legislature's Budget Conference Committee has worked days, nights, and weekends since May 21st to address the governor's budget proposal. Thousands of Californians participated in public hearings by traveling to Sacramento and explaining how the proposed cuts would impact their lives and the lives of their communities. Those testifying included seniors, the disabled, low-income individuals, and many others who rely on the state for life-saving medications. I want you to know that I am meeting daily with my colleagues to discuss balanced budget solutions. It is my goal that the legislature can deliver a budget to the governor by the end of this month so we can address the state's cash crisis. Times are tough, and we are all making sacrifices. We all know someone who has lost a job, and many of us are having difficulty making ends meet. That is why in February, the day the budget was signed, I took a voluntary 10% pay cut to my personal salary, because we are in this together. In addition to my voluntary pay cut, the entire state assembly took a 10% cut worth about $15 million earlier this year and used the revenue to help fund state unemployment programs and other priorities such as fighting wildfires. I also made an additional 10% reduction to my office budget. Closing the current $20 billion deficit will be difficult, but I assure you that I will do all I can to support a balance of cuts and revenues while protecting critical health and human service programs that mean the difference between life and death for our state's most vulnerable residents. I remain optimistic about the future of our great state. Working together, we will emerge from this situation stronger and poised to once again lead the nation. I appreciate the opportunity to serve you as your representative in the State Assembly. As always, I encourage you to contact me and share your thoughts on our state's budget or any other priorities you have. Please use my district office as a resource. We are here to serve you.